with Caitlin, she is not always a nice teammate or a nice person to referee or a nice person to coach because of her edge. But the edge is what makes her special. So
you're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, despite the fact that I went out there and defended Scott Agness, and I still am, I don't believe he should have had his credentials pulled. It doesn't make my hate for the media any less than it was. I can't stand the media. Be responsible. That's why I don't like the media. Now we got someone out there running. I've never heard of this person, never seen this person. I guess they got a WNBA show of some kind because, of course, you do. And making some claims about Caitlin Clark that seem to be an out-and-out lie. Just like, hey, I'm going to come on this show, just say whatever the hell I want to, whether it's fact or not. And, of course, no real media members, actual media members, are going to check this person over this. Of course not. Before we get to that, because, the fans are dragging this person straight to hell, and they should, frankly. I mean, they should. I mean, you deserve what you're getting right now because you seem to have just lied. Before we get there, let's start with Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers has actually came out here and is defending Caitlin Clark. Now, I got to give Paige Bueckers some credit because, frankly, you just don't see, I mean, there's so many of these players that, yes, in 2026, in her third season, make no mistake, most of this league cannot stand Caitlin Clark. We've seen that play out. We've seen it play out. Jealousy, pettiness, hatred, whatever you want to call it. But Paige Bueckers, she pushes back on this. And for one, I got to give her props for it. It is what it is. Let's listen.
I would just say, like, she handles it with grace, and the pressure that she's put on every single night to perform at the level that she does, it's inhumane, really, like, to expect people to be perfect and to not have off games or off nights. And if she doesn't go like 8 for 10 from 3, like, people are questioning things. It's unfair to have to deal with that, but I'm sure she has like a great team around her and great people to help her. And I know she's a great person at dealing with it, and just tuning out the noise and just continue to be there for herself and for her team. But I mean, the expectations, and it's tough when you listen to it, so I'm sure she has a great way of tuning it up.
Okay, now, I'll say this. Yeah, I think her teammates have her back. I'm talking about Caitlin. I don't so much believe the front office or the coach does, regardless of what they want to go out there and say in a PR statement, because once again, the house is burning down. But I got to give Paige Bueckers some credit. Hey, she came out. She got Caitlin Clark's back. And at least right here, she's saying some very positive things. Let's go over to this. Right here, at Romeo Kid, who? Question mark? Breaks down Caitlin Clark, Stephanie White's dynamic. This is absurd.
Can you contextualize that interaction a little bit and just maybe provide like some thoughts on what we saw and whether should it have been a big story or should it have not effectively?
Everything's a big story with Caitlin Clark. Come on now, you know this, but
I know.
Here's my take on it, and I'll back up and kind of give you some of the backstory. So when they won their last game, not their last game they played, but their last win against the Valkyries, that was the game after Caitlin returned from the back injury saga and all of that. And she was pretty fired up, went at Tiff Hayes, and they were going at it. She was fired up. She got a tech. She got a flagrant foul in that game. It was a lot, but they win. And she was pretty good in that return. And I asked Stephanie White after the game, how do you coach emotion and what's good emotion versus bad emotion? And she mentioned that this fire that Caitlin plays with, this, insatiable thirst to win, is something I don't want to take away from her. And I would honestly liken it to more of like the Kobe and Michael Jordan world. Like, and I say this, I'll preface this by saying, I think that all athletes, male or female, should be allowed to have emotions. I think men, I cover the NFL. How many times I've seen a helmet get slammed on the sideline and no one loses their mind? Oh, he just cares. Like, and then it gets blown out of proportion with the WNBA. But all that you say, with Caitlin, she is not always a nice teammate or a nice person to referee or a nice person to coach because of her edge. But the edge is what makes her special. So within that, maybe about a week ago, Stephanie was saying, yeah, you know what? I don't want to coach that out of her, but there are times where it has to get reeled back in. And I think when people see it get reeled back in forcefully, like we saw in that Portland game, it can get blown up into this huge big thing where it's like, oh my gosh, it's just rift. They don't like each other.
Okay, so this person said he asked Stephanie White these questions. So he has access, I guess. I don't know about you guys. Have you ever, and I asked this question publicly myself earlier, anybody got those clips of teammates saying Caitlin Clark is bad / rude / not a nice teammate? ? I'd love to see that shit. I can't seem to remember shit about that anywhere. Oh, they don't exist? Gotcha. Has anybody heard or seen that from any current and or ex-teammates? At all. At all. I mean, where are you hearing this from? Little fella? That you've gone out there and made this proclamation. Now it sounds like you got access to the team and to the coach. Did Stephanie White or the front office tell you she's a bad teammate? ? I mean, look, if you're going to make a statement like that, let's be hitting them good old receipts. Like where's that coming from? What is that about? Now, if this guy heard this from somewhere involved in the team, front office, whatever, hey, spill it. Let's get it all out on the table. Let's get it out in the open. My gut feeling is said proof does not exist. That's just my gut feeling. And if it did come from the front office or Stephanie White or whatever, then oh shit. There's all kinds of crap going on behind the scenes we don't know about. And who's to say that said teammates not causing bullshit that might have said it? That might have said it. Again, I don't believe this. Just keeping it real, I don't believe it. I mean, what are we doing? In fact, let's just go back. Let's look at a little response to this shit. I can't respect the way this is framed. Gross. Please, when was she not a nice teammate? Don't throw stupid shit out there. It looks like you're compromised too. Hey, there's a lot of people out there wondering what is going on. She isn't always a nice person to have as a teammate, coach, or referee. Nah, F off with this narrative. The way you all talk about her is getting disgusting. Let's keep it professional and not your judgment of a person that you don't know. Again, if there's something that's specific, then let's see. Look, right here. I'm sure you guys are willing to drop the receipts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Quote, she's not a nice teammate. Wrong, and there's absolutely no evidence that even remotely supports this. Guy is getting drug. Getting drug. Baloney, stop making things up. Caitlin has never been considered a bad teammate. They said the same thing about Jordan. Yeah, you can be fiery. You can be wound up. You can expect a lot out of your teammates. That doesn't make you a bad teammate. This guy's always doing something. He loves to go with the race issue or something out of context for F's sakes. Interesting. Interesting. Not always nice. Who, might I ask, is such bullshit? Who is this fool? I mean, what are we doing here? Clueless Joes. This guy's getting crushed. So, we'll be waiting for the receipts to rise to the occasion of that being a direct quote from somebody, Stephanie White or Lynn Dunn or Kelly Crosskoff or Amber Cox. We'll be waiting. They've obviously had fever teammates confiding in them for you to put this out in the atmosphere. Correct? Time's of the essence. James, tell me what you think. Good God, this league is bananas. I'm going to tell you this. Can we get a damn game to watch? Can we get a damn game to cover? Who did this scheduling that you got 9,000 days in between games? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.